Alright guys, well, I have this Groen kettle. I'll remember here somewhere. Show you the model. Should be right here. These are TS40. But it's pretty much the same for all these Groen kettles. We're gonna clean out the burners today. The orifices get stopped up and doesn't have good flame. I'll try to turn it on and show you guys the low flame, because the orifices get stopped up and the gas isn't able to travel. So let me turn this thing on and I'll see if I can show you guys. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you the flame. I'll try to put it in there so you guys can see. And as you can see, we got one or two burners in there that aren't burning at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to clean them. So you don't need to take that side cover off. It's just to see what the flame looks like. So what you are going to have to do is you're going to take this side cover off over here. And there's two little bolts in there. That one right there. And there's another one over here. That's it right there. That holds the burner in. So you're going to take those two bolts out. And then you're going to want to flip this up. Alright. I'm going to flip this up. If you guys see in here, you can have, you don't need to take that bolt out. It'll just slip right out without taking it out. But what you are going to have to do is take this ignition, spark ignition off. So you're going to have to remove these two screws. And also there's two screws under here straight ahead. Right there. If you guys can see those two screws. One's got the ground wire and then the one above it. You're going to take those two off. And that's going to get your, it's going to get that loose from this cover and from the burner assembly. You can take the cover off and I'll show you guys what it looks like in there. Alright guys, so I guess I figured I'd give you guys a closer view of what's in here. So you're going to want to take those two screws out. Like we said, that loosens it up. That drops down. So now you got your igniter off of your assembly. So you want to take these two screws off. Put this away. Well, try to keep your screws together, guys, because they're not all the same. So now I gotta take this side off. So what I find useful for this is these small, these here. I like these because you can get in tight places and get up in there. So let me take these out and then I'll show you guys the rest. Alright guys, well I got these screws off, these bolts. So got that one off. It was there. Yeah, just lift it up a little. I like to keep them in here just to keep track of it. So once you get that off, you get this igniter disconnected. Get these 2 bolts off. Oh, and there's one final one back here. Let's get that. That one's got to come out. This one on the back side, it's just a little, holding that little piece of stainless up. Doesn't need to come off. This one does. So, once you get that off, then you just grab it. Just grab it. Should come right up. See? Come right up. Set this to the side. Put all your things. Nice to have a table to work on. But, so this is your burner assembly. So then you're going to want to take this screw off. And what I like to do is, I like to take this whole burner assembly off because sometimes there's a good bit of dirt inside these 2 runners here. So I like to take the whole assembly off, put it on the table, and I'll show you how to clean it out a little bit. You're never gonna get it perfect. You got these plugs on the end. Well, I'll tell you guys about that when I get it on the table. First, we got to take these off. Let's take these screws off, these bolts, and then we'll put it on the table and I'll show you how to clean it. All right, guys, so I got this all loose. We got these 2 loose. We got this disconnected, gas line. So now this thing should just lift up right out of here. And it does. Oh, and there's the model number. It's a TDH-40 Groen. So I'm gonna put this on the bench. And what you want to do is you want to take these nozzles off. Each one of these nozzles needs to come off. I like to take these off first. They come off fairly easy. Take those loose. You can take these at the bottom. Take these loose. And these were, I think these were some of the ones that weren't firing. And if you look in there, here's my flashlight. If you look inside, you'll see that, let me see if I can get a shot of this for you guys. If you look inside, you'll see it's pretty plugged up. And once we get them clean, you'll see the difference of how they're gonna look. But let me get these caps off and these orifices off, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, guys, so I got them out. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take a look at these. All right, so if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but that's pretty plugged. That one's okay. This one's pretty plugged also. So what you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna get in there and clean them out. But don't use just anything. You gotta use a orifice cleaner set. So I got one here. Let this focus. Got one here. And I mean, this is a Anderson and Forrester out of Denver, Colorado, but you can use orifice cleaner. You got all your sizes here. And I already know which one it is. It's number 57. Here. Get it out. So this is the one that it calls for. And I know because I've used it a couple times. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you guys. Yeah. So it's 57. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this. You need 2 hands for this, but you're going to want to take this and clean out that orifice like that. In and out, wiggle it around, get it nice and clean. And what I like to do also is this top part, take a wire brush and clean out that top part also a little bit. And as far as the rail goes, what I like to do is just take a screwdriver to it. You're not gonna get all of it unless you take these plugs off. Take a round wire brush and really go in there. But I like to just loosen up, you know, loose stuff in there, maybe give it a couple taps on the floor, take some compressed air and, you know, blow it out the end. And that's fine on that. It's not a big deal. But these you want to clean out with that, you know, with this orifice cleaner. And really, you should usually do it this way because it's shorter. And take this wire brush, clean out the tops, and you should be good to go. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll reinstall it. So I wanted to show you guys this. This is all the junk that come out of this just by, you know, doing a couple of taps. So a good bit does come out of there. So now we got all of them clean. Now you can actually see through them. You know, they're all clean. So what we're gonna do, what I like to do is just, you know, just brush these tops off. They don't need to be perfect. Just free of any debris. And start putting these back one by one. And putting these caps back one by one. All right, guys, so put the bolts back right here. And I got this all back the way it goes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the cover back on here. We don't want the spark getting out of this little area here. So let's put this back, and then we'll go ahead and turn it on. And I'll show you how much better it's gonna look when we get all those burners firing the same, having the same amount of flame. You'd be surprised how much faster it heats up when all those burners are working the way they're supposed to be. And when we turn it on, you'll probably hear it this time. I don't know if I turned it on with the video on last time, but yeah, you'll probably hear it when it ignites. That's a good sign. Not, you know, you don't want to hear it too much, because then it means you're getting a late ignition, but you know, you want to be able to hear it fire off. So we're gonna go ahead and start it. It should come right on. So now, as you can see, you know, before I could get a lot closer because it wasn't that hot, but now we got some good flame going. All the burners are going. It's going real good. So, yep, that's it. So that's how you clean the burners out, the orifices on these Groen TDH 40s. And these smaller ones, what is this, a TDH 20. These smaller ones are the same procedure. You do the exact same thing for both of them. So yeah, that was it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully this is my first video. We'll get more videos up on different equipment. I work on these combis here also, a little bit of the Charleston's and pass-throughs and Blodgett ovens. So hopefully we'll get some more stuff up for you guys. All right, see you later.